stuff, and a lot of our volunteers couldn't actually eat them. So we have our own kitchen. So what we do, we go to the kitchen, to the resort kitchen, and we get whatever we want: potatoes, carrots, vegetables, rice, pasta. We cook our own. So each time, every 11 o'clock, there will be one person who's leaving whatever they're doing to go to the kitchen and start cooking. So 11 to 12, 1 hour they cook, and everybody will stop for lunch at 12. And next day somebody else is cooking. Things like that. So the key to make people able to sustain for a long period of time in that kind of conditions is to maintain basic comfort. If they are not comfortable, they cannot last working there.
To keep people dry.
Yeah. Dry, bugs, mosquitoes, whatever, cleanliness, things like that. It's basic comfort that you must establish. If you cannot establish, you cannot have people volunteering in remote locations, especially.
Okay. Oh, you don't want to? You don't want one? Oh, okay. No, it's okay. This is good. Thank
I
you.
wanted to ask you a kind of
I could just go into one actually.
unrelated question.
Really?
Yeah,
You got
if you don't want to.
in the Great
Yeah,
Barrier Reef,
I'm okay with one.
big cops problem. I got a job offer to go and work with the cops boats, but I haven't taken it up so
Okay.
far.
サステイナブルは言
Want
葉
to
の
get, want to get a
言葉なんだけ
a
ど、
good sort of way to look at it. They're only fixing the problem they caused.
なんて言えばいい
Yeah, they're not doing preventive work for
Sustainability.
ongoing while you're trying to fix the
して
damage.
んの
So you have to do both.
そう、
at
サ
the
ステ
same
イナ
time.
ビリティのライフスタイル
Cut off whatever is causing the damage first,
させたければ、や
the
っ
prevention
ぱり
part,
心地がいい
and then you restore.
ところじゃないと。
If you don't have the prevention part, you are
ここだったら、
doing a losing race against destruction, because the destruction is much faster than you can restore. So you have to identify the key cause of or the root cause of the destruction, and you have to stop it first.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think nobody's willing to do that because I'd say most of it is probably nutrient runoff from the
何か
countryside,
こう壊してる
Factories and farms and
and they're
whatever.
never going to cut that
それ
off.
をやめさせないと、
It's just a shame they work and work and work over the years
Yeah.
just to try to
無理じゃね
to something that's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So they,
That's the system of all government. It's the same. They don't want to fix the root cause of it, because once you fix it, there will be no more work. That
Plus,
means
yeah.
there's no more money flowing.
a lot of the corporations and stuff don't want to be cut off at the knees. If you say no, you can't now run off yourself into the rivers. You can't do this. But it's funny since
Most of them, they don't like people like us because we try to fix it.
It's
sometimes
okay, there's going to be more people like us, and then I have to comply.
Yeah,
Eventually.
eventually, the
Right, hope.
future of humanity is going to be that way,
I think it's
for sure.
there's a lot of the bright future with kids.
Yeah.
Kids know a lot more than they used to.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But it's funny that the governments are so indebted to corporations, considering corporations don't really pay the bulk of their taxes and income. A lot of corporations get away with paying almost nothing.
Yeah, but politicians make money from them, for sure. They probably are shareholders
Blackberries?
of this corporation and getting big money out of it.
But corporations still, I guess, employ all the people who pay all the tax.
Yeah.
So they're still necessary.
Like in Malaysia, there's a company called Linus. It's an Australian company that was kicked out from Australia because they are producing rare earth and it's radioactive stuff, and they don't know where to dispose it. So Australia didn't want them. So they came to Malaysia and then they get one of the king to become the shareholder.
Oh, of
So
course.
now, so now we couldn't kick him out because his shareholder is a king.
That's
So the radioactive materials, the waste is piling up,
す
and
ごい
people are looking at trucks carrying it out somewhere. We don't know
オ
where
ー
it
ストラリア
goes.
がそういうも
And
の
a
を
lot
お
of
かしくない
people
か
were
ら
saying
そういう
they
会
go
社を
into
追い
the
出したん
ocean
だな
somewhere.
でその会社がマレーシアに来てマレーシアの
Yeah.
人それぞれの株主にして
That's the thing.
も
マレーシア知らなかったのか、そういう会社が。お金も
うマレーシアってあってルールがない
yeah, it's sad.
Imagine going to work every day in a company that does that. Like, I'm just imagining what it's like to work for a company like that, and if people are just in denial about it, or
Yeah.
if they're aware of it, even in certain levels of the company.
Yeah.
うん
Most people don't care.
Yeah, but it's funny because like Japan has also so many regulations, but they have so many nuclear plants. They're like the second country to America to burn. I mean, to use a ton of electricity. America is like number one, and next is Japan.
Is that like per person or in total? You mean?
I think in total, I read it somewhere in Wikipedia,
Jeez.
and they only have 4 companies, you know. I think in Switzerland you get to choose one company you want to buy electricity from, but Japan doesn't have this option. And then they reopened their plants, and since the plants are usually by the ocean, it warms up the ocean, so the creatures there they kind
Yeah.
of disappear because it's just different. The ocean's different now. And we have like, I watched it in some certain documentary, but like on a little island, they wanted to make a nuclear plant there, and these guys in their 70s and 80s, they're just like they're demoing, you know, and it's like there's, you know, they've been doing it for like 30 years, you know, so it's like over 1,000 demos. Yeah. But they're still gonna build it or something like this. I mean, right now it's on a hold. I don't know. It's a pretty old documentary. It was like 2012
Yes.
or something. So maybe it's actually built. Who knows?
Well, good technology and bad technology. So,
Did you see the Bill Gates documentaries?
Yeah, is it the TED Talk?
No, no,
No?
no.
I saw the one where he jumped over the chair.
No, there was a 3-part Bill Gates documentary recently, and he's putting all the Gates Foundation money into different projects.
Right.
But one of them is nuclear project, because he's like, okay, we must be able to reinvent the nuclear.
Yeah.
Nothing else produces the amount of electricity. You know, the payoff
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
huge compared to
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really.
nothing comes close to it. So, but they had it all redesigned and stuff.
Yeah.
They've built one which runs on used waste.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they're
yeah.
looking, say, I don't know if it's somewhere in Georgia or the city there in the States that has like 70,000 of these huge
waste.
spent
Yeah.
things of. So it runs on used waste.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't use liquid cooling, like water. It uses mercury cooling
Oh. okay.
or another heavy metal.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need the lakes and stuff.
Right. It's in the ocean. It could be anywhere.
So it uses used stuff. So they're finally doing something with their old waste.
Yeah.
It has no meltdown. It's got safety stuff in its design, so it can't have
Yeah.
a nuclear meltdown.
Yeah.
And when they
amazing.
were just about to have it, they'd made a partnership with someone in China to build the first one.
Okay.
And right then when it happened, the trade wars started between US and China, and they had to cut down the project.
What? Holy shit.
So if
Yeah,
it's
they
a good
did.
idea. It'll,
Crazy.
Did you ever? The Gates Foundation funded a project which has developed a new generation of nuclear power plants.
you done?
Yeah,
Thank you.
but they use used fuel, and it can't have a meltdown. They've changed the complete design of it. That's what we'd said. Great way to use old uranium.
Do you know what its waste product is? Is it like extra used? You
I can't remember. It still, of course, would have been a waste product. But to use a waste product already.
Yeah, right. But then I'm wondering if your raw material is already a waste product, is your waste product going to be even worse?
What time are you going in the water?
Even more like
10, 11?
hard to deal with and destructive.
I don't know that it works like that with
Yeah, I don't know. much
nuclear
about
waste. I mean,
The
it's got.
tide will be low around
I think, say, uranium
11,
will
and you
eventually
can just walk there, no?
you know, it's kind of in a way exploding
that.
and breaking up
In
into
11. You can
less
just
and
walk
less
there and
uranium.
look.